Hello students, I hope all of you are fit and fine at your homes. Stay home and stay safe. I am Dr. Bhavna Mishra, Diet Jafarpur, Azamgarh. Students, today our topic is synthesis. Now, the question is, what is synthesis? Synthesis means the combination of a number of sentences into one sentence. You join two or more sentences into one sentence, that is called synthesis. But first of all, to understand the process of synthesis, it is essential to understand the structure of sentence. On the basis of structure, there are three types of sentences. Simple sentence, second, compound sentence, and third, complex sentence. Now, what is simple sentence? A simple sentence has one subject and one finite verb. As we know, that sentence is a group of words that makes a complete sense. We mean that sentence should make a sense. And in the simple sentence, when we talk about simple sentence, it should have one subject and one finite verb. Now the question is, what is finite verb? The finite verb is verb that is used according to the number and person of the subject. As for example, I have given you girls play cricket. Here, what is the verb? The verb is play. And subject? Subject is girls. Because subject is in plural form, that's why we use first form of the verb. That's why we are using the first form of the verb play. So, the girls play cricket. This is finite verb because this verb is used according to its number and person. Now, our second type of sentence on the basis of structure. Our second type of sentence is compound sentence. What is compound sentence? Compound sentence is formed after joining of two or more than two principal clauses. They are connected because there are two or more than two principal clauses. So it would be the need to combine them, to join them. So they are connected with coordinating conjunctions. Now, what is clause? As I am talking about two or more than two principal clauses. So the question is, what is clause? Clause is a part of sentence, a group of words that includes a subject and a verb. And coordinating conjunctions means the conjunctions which coordinate these clauses. Coordinating conjunctions are as, and, but, he, but, yet, not only but also, either, or, neither, nor, etc. As for example of coordinating conjunctions, as he is poor, yet he is honest. Here coordinating conjunction is yet. Yet is coordinating these two words. He is poor and honest. He is poor, yet he is honest. It is said about someone that though he is poor, but he is honest. As we can also use, for example, he is a player and a musician. Means he is both. He is also a player and a musician. So students, these are coordinating conjunctions. As I told you, for example, the example of yet, example of and. So using all these coordinating conjunctions, you can make compound sentence. Sometimes relative pronoun or relative adverb are used to join the clauses of a compound sentence. For example, yesterday I met Mohan who gave me a letter. Here relative pronoun is who. It means I met Mohan and he gave me a letter. It also means this. So who is here used in the place of and he. So this is relative pronoun. Who, which, whose, whom, these are relative pronoun. So here who means he and he means Mohan gave me a letter. So we use relative pronoun who. I met Mohan who gave me a letter. Sometimes no connecting word is used to join two coordinated clauses, but semicolon is used. As we study in punctuation, semicolon. What is semicolon? Semicolon is used to say something more important. Where we use comma, but that is more important. Then we use semicolon in the place of comma. As God made the country, semicolon, man made the town. Here, after God made the country, after country, we use semicolon because that is also important. Man made the town. So we use the punctuation mark semicolon. Sometimes compound sentence also appears in a contradictor or shortened form. As some called him a knave and some called him a fool. Here it is here in contradiction form. Means for some people he is fool and for some people he is a knave person. So compound sentence also appears in these types of sentences. A coordinate clause of a compound sentence may or may not include a subordinate clause. Means it is not essential in a compound sentence to use a subordinate clause. What is subordinate clause? Subordinate clause depends on the principal clause for its full sense, or we can say for its full meaning. It is depend on the principal clause, subordinate clause. That's why it is called subordinate clause. As for example, I called him, but he did not come. Here it is not a subordinate clause, because as read again this example, I called him, but he did not come. He did not come does not depend on the first part of the sentence, I called him. It is not depend on first part of the sentence for its full sense or for its meaning. So now, as we have to study how to interchange the sentences into one another, simple to complex, complex to compound, compound to simple sentence. So just have a rule for this, just have a trick to understand this. Just if you are given any sentence, just break the sentence into its coordinate clause. Write them in full. Just break the sentence, okay, in coordinate clause, and then write them in full meaning. Supply or use the omitted words. The words which should be present there, which should be supplied there, okay. So supply or use the omitted. Omitted means which is not there. You have to use that word to interchange them and give the connecting word in a separate column. In this way, we would be able to interchange the sentences. Now, complex sentence. What is complex sentence? Students, a complex sentence consists of a principal clause with one or more than one subordinate clause. Means a complex sentence has one principal clause and one or more than one subordinate clause. Subordinate clause, as I told you, depends on its principal clause for its meaning or for its sense. Okay, that's why this is complex sentence. In compound sentence, there are principal clauses. But in complex sentence, it is essential to have one principal clause and one or more subordinate clause. There are three kinds of subordinate clause: adjective clause, adverb clause, and noun clause. Now let's study what is adjective clause, what is adverb clause, and what is noun clause. सचिन देखो यार कहाँ गया है, तो वही रह गया, कटा नहीं क्या, डिलीट एडिट हो जाएगा ना।